Bobby Shoemaker, John Hurd. It's Tournament Talk on the Tournament Edge, covering Aqueduct Race 8 on Saturday, November 19th. John, it's the $150,000 Artie Schiller Stakes, going 1 mile on the turf for 3-year-olds and up. Field of 10, your one-horse Jay Gatsby is your 5-2 morning line favorite. It's Jimmy Jerkins. It's Luis Saez. Look, John, I have not liked Jay Gatsby at 4-1. I haven't liked him at 6-1. I haven't liked him at 7-2. I'm certainly not going to like him at 5-2, and here's why. He's a dead closer that needs everything to work out his way. Pace, trip. One hole, not as much pace as he's accustomed to. I got to play against this horse at 5-2, knowing that 5-2 morning line is going to be less when they leave the gate. If he wins, that's fine. He'll beat me at low odds, but I think you got to play against this horse.
No, I agree. I mean, this is a horse that I've watched for a while now. I do like the value, no pun intended, on these horses. Another horse that was interesting to me in this race, just because you're getting Clement, getting Jose Ortiz with Black Type. It's a horse that I've followed for quite some time. It's going to be coming late. It's a horse, if you look at its previous 4 races, it's done very well. Previous 5, really, it's won 4 or 5. I think that it's a horse that should run well, considering. I think Jay Gatsby is going to be a horse that I feel that's going to be there as well, coming late. But on this particular race, if it's a tournament play, I had to go with a bomb here. And my bomb.com for the Hurricane is Flash, Michael Phelps, the full horse at 20-1. I just like some things about it. Coming off of a win, it's last out in a $125,000 stakes race. If you look back, its last 4 races, it was in contention. Losing by a length and a half length, 2 lengths. So I mean, it's stakes ready. I feel that this horse can pop. Certainly in this race. We'll see what happens. I hope I'm right. I think that you have some talent in this race. Carapa's a great horse.
Yeah.
A good horse. You got King Cresta, long on value. Heart to Heart is another horse that's going to probably be near or on the lead with Irad Ortiz. Could steal it on the front end. Heart to Heart. At 3-1, I have to go against that horse. For me, the interesting thing, there's one horse in here who I don't think is going to get in, but main track only would be Tommy Macho, obviously. If it goes off the turf, whatever, main track only, Tommy Macho, that would be my pick, no question. Otherwise, I got to look for price here, and I like Flash Phelps at 22-1.
You bring up the horse that I think is the most talented horse in this race, but a horse I'm certainly going to go against, and that's the 10-horse Heart to Heart. I've went to this horse many times last winter at Gulfstream Park when nobody else challenged this horse early, even when the horse was drawn on the outside. If this horse gets a lonely lead, you might as well forget about it. Runs great Beyer speed figures, runs great time form U.S. speed figures. But here's the bottom line about this race, John, about Heart to Heart. Drawing the 10-hole, and we know at least one horse, maybe 2 horses are going to go to the lead here. And Heart to Heart has shown he has no heart when other horses go to the lead and run him in the ground. 2 horses I think are going to the lead. 1 horse I definitely know is going to the lead. The 3 horse is going to the lead. No question about it. Needs the lead. Same as the 10. I'll tell you another horse that has shown exemplary speed at times, and that's a 7-horse King Creaser. So my point to you is, even if the 7 doesn't go to the lead, I know the 3 is, and the 10 horse has shown if he doesn't get the lead early, he does not hold. I don't want any of those horses on the front end. Look, I think Black Type is the horse to beat here. Doesn't need to be as far off the lead as Jay Gatsby, and I don't think you're going to see 5-1. If you see 5-1, I may consider changing my pick here. But I ended up going with the 9-horse long on value. I'm not a big fan of Bill Mott's numbers at Aqueduct this time of year, but he is known to pop with a price every now and again on this surface, going this distance at this racetrack. And I do get one of my favorite jockeys, Joel Rosario. Here's my reasoning for liking this horse. If you go back to June 3rd, a very similar race to this one, John. I know it was a mile and a 16th, but it's against very similar foes. Black Type, Jay Gatsby. This horse did everything but win the race going a mile and a 16th. Ran a 118 time for him, U.S. speed figure. In the bottom line, if they're going a mile like they are today, this horse gets it done. He's raced 5.5 furlongs, 6 furlongs, 5.5 ever since. Stretches back out to a mile. I think that this is this horse's strength, John. Now I get my price. If you give me Joel Rosario and Bill Mott at 10 to 1 on a horse I think is going to set second shelf behind the 10, 3, and possibly the 7 and get first run on those closers at double-digit odds with Bill Mott, a Hall of Famer, I'll take it every day. He might not be the best horse in this race, but he's going to get the best trip. Long on value, the 9, 10 to 1.
No, I agree with you. I think this horse is proven. It's stretching out a little bit from 5.5, 6 furlongs to a mile today. It's certainly proven class-wise amongst these. So sure, I mean, I could definitely see long on value sitting off the pace and making a run late and scoring without question. And especially at 10 to 1, I'll take Mott and Rosario all day long. So I think we landed on the same concept. Right. Try to find a horse that's not going to be on the lead, but that's going to be coming and closing. And I think both of our horses give us that opportunity. The reason why I kind of landed on Flash Phelps, I mean, look, I totally understand the fact that you got a Christophe Colon, you got Chad Brown, you got Mott. You got the big players in this race, especially on turf. I think the reason why I landed on the 4 is I felt that it has run well previously in these type of races. It is used to the mile distance. But I felt that in a tournament, if I'm looking for value, I'm looking to make a statement, I'm looking to pull away, I'm looking to crush. This is a horse that I don't think other players will play. Now, hopefully Saturday, no one listens to me and doesn't play the horse in tournament because I will be hooed at when it's coming down the stretch.
There's no question the September 24th effort, John. The 119 time form U.S. speed figure off a 91-day layoff. That race fits in here. There's no question about it. And from a value standpoint, this horse should not be 20 to 1 morning line.
I agree.
So John lands on the 4, Flash Michael Phelps. And I'm on the 9, long on value at 10 to 1. So that's going to do it for Aqueduct Race 8 on Saturday, November 19th. It's the $150,000 Artie Schiller Stakes. John Hurd, Bobby Shoemaker, Tournament Talk. Good luck.